Yo, what's up guys? It's Kevin Pack here. Welcome to a new video today. If you don't know who I am, I'm a multiple six-figure Amazon seller. And on this channel, I like to talk things about Amazon, entrepreneurship, and just about my journey as well. And I know a lot of you guys who are new to Amazon or who may even be experienced in Amazon, but are just stuck in that whole product research dilemma of like, man, there's just no good products out there. There's just nothing out there. I'm just having a hard time. I'm stuck. I keep finding bed sheets, keep finding cups. I get it. And you guys already know that I'm a huge fan of Helium 10, and I use Helium 10 for my product research and then also for my other keyword research tools. And basically it's my all-in-one software where I use to manage my Amazon business and help it grow, succeed, whatever. But I hear a lot of people saying like, I can't find any products on Helium 10. There's no good products out there. Well, I'm gonna give you guys a perfect example because I was doing product research right now and I'm here to prove to you guys that you can still find products, potential products, directly on the Helium 10 black box, okay? And of course, if you guys want to use Helium 10, I have a link in the description. It is an affiliate code, so if you want that, you can use it. You get a discount, so that kind of just is a win for all of us. But I'm telling you guys, don't give up. We're gonna go into my computer in a bit. I'm gonna show you guys that you can actually find products. But I also want you to understand that you're not limited to just this as well. Now, before we actually dive into my computer, I'm gonna show you guys my sales so you guys know I'm a current Amazon seller. All right, guys, so I'm gonna show you guys today so far and the last 30 days. So there we go. It's a slow morning, only got 10 today. But we've got over $26,000 in the last 30 days in revenue. And then in the last 12 months, refresh that, I've done over $370,000, all right? But how much of that is actual profit? Okay, what is the profit margins that I take home? Because this is just revenue, right? So I'm gonna give you guys this because I know all you people out there, okay, it's just revenue, whatever, where's the profit? I'm gonna show you guys. So we're gonna look at the last 12 months. All right, so this is gonna be the last 12 months of my account, all right? So I'm gonna hit refresh. It's gonna load. This is my Shopkeeper app where I do my accounting basically, where I track all my profits. Look at that. So that $120,000 in the past 12 months in profit, passive income. About 34% profit margins in the last 12 months. And with the upcoming Q4, my margins are gonna boost up a little bit more. So that's pretty awesome. A six-figure income from an online business is that's basically what I do. So you guys are gonna be able to kind of see what my mindset is during product research and something that's gonna help you guys, whether you're a beginner or advanced, it doesn't really matter. So let's check it out. All right guys, so here we are on my computer and we're on Helium 10 black box right now. So I use Helium 10 and I use it for all of its tools. I actually have the diamond plan that I upgraded. So I have all the tools, black box, trendsetter, keyword research, Cerebro, all the analytics as well, keyword tracker, all these very useful tools. I have access to their automated PPC, which I will do a video in the future because I'm still testing it out, but I have the full plan. But right now we're just gonna focus on product research on Helium 10 black box because I get a lot of talk saying, you know, there's no good products out there. You know, you can't find good products on black box anymore or on Helium 10. So I'm here to debunk that, okay? Because I just spent some time, literally 30 minutes. I only spent 30 minutes doing product research right now. And I'm gonna show you guys kind of my mindset through product research and how I was able to find a potential product like this directly from black box and not like finding a product and then like going down the rabbit hole and finding more products or anything like that. No, nothing like that. I'm not talking about any other deeper level. I'm talking about just straight up, just Helium 10 black box. That's it. That's all I'm talking about right now. This is where I found it. So I'm here to prove to you guys that you can still find potential products, but also don't limit yourself to just this as well, okay? So we're gonna start off first is, what is the criteria like I put into black box? Because a lot of people want to know like, oh, do I only put, you know, 5,000 to 10,000, you know, 20,000 to 70,000? Am I only supposed to look for under 150 reviews? What is the case? Like, what is my criteria? And I'm gonna keep it straight with you guys. I don't have a specific criteria that's very strict. It's more like a guideline, okay? I just know that I want it to make enough money and that it's making enough sales, that's it. But there's no like cap to it, as some would say, like, oh, you can only, you know, find products. You should only find products between 5,000 and 20,000, like that's it. Because they'll say like anything above that's too competitive. I don't like to think about that. I want to be able to see all of the opportunities out there and see if I can actually play a role of that and take a piece of the pie, basically. Okay, so that's how I kind of start off. That's my mentality. Okay, I look for things. Now you'll see here I have 3 categories selected. I have personal beauty, health and household, and kitchen and dining. The reason, now usually I only pick 1 at a time. The reason I picked 3 this time around was just because I actually have a higher priced item that I'm searching. So I thought like, okay, I'm not gonna get that many results, but it turned out that I did have a lot of results. So usually I would only pick 1, but again, I changed my parameters, I changed my criteria just so I could see what kind of different products I can find. Okay, anytime you change a part of this, a criteria of this, any number or selection, you're changing the results of it. You're changing what you can find, okay? So don't be afraid to do different things, okay? You guys cannot be so struck on just a set criteria or set direction. You have to remember that things are meant to be like a guideline. Like when I teach it as a guideline, but not for you to miss out on all these opportunities. I want you to see all opportunities, but understand like what is good and what's bad of a product. Like you want to practice that eye and that mentality of like understanding what's a good and bad product. Okay, so you want to see all opportunities. That way you learn how to filter things out. And I tell my students this all the time. It's like, you have to learn how to get good at finding or knowing what's a bad product before you know what's a good product. Because then you're always gonna be able to filter all the bad ones quicker, because that's what we're gonna mostly see is a lot of bad products. So learn to filter those all out first. So today, I was just messing around. I just put a range between 10,000 and 30,000. And I put little random, numerals or digits, I should say, of those numbers. So it's not just 10,000 flat or 30,000 flat. I put random numbers, but it's in that $10,000 to $30,000 range. And then I looked at price ranges that were between $100 and $160 or $70, okay? And a lot of people will be like, oh no, you only gotta, source $10 products or $15, $20. No, okay. Opportunities. There's opportunities everywhere in every selection and category, okay? In every price range. You don't want to miss that because because knowing that, people will normally pick a lower price item because number 1, it fits their budget more, and number 2, they think it's they think it's less competitive. Really, the thing is like there's a lot more opportunity and less competitiveness and saturation in the higher price ranges. So don't be afraid to look into that. So that's what I did. So I went into the higher price ranges, and the review count, I just put random numbers, something under 200 usually. I usually put something under 200. I just put 131 this time. I don't worry about the review rating, and I don't worry about the shipping criteria or the shipping tier. I just want to focus on what opportunities I can find. I look at everywhere. So this is the product that I found, okay? This is a beauty product, is a permanent IPL hair removal. So I'm pretty sure it's just pretty straightforward. It's a permanent hair remover, okay? And the way I found this product is right here on Black Box, and it was on page 10. So literally the last available page, okay? So I went all through these products. I went through all 10 pages and I looked at all of them. I can go through these really quickly. And the reason why I can is because I practiced and I learned to understand what's a bad product or what's something I'm not interested in and skip past it, okay? And only go for the products that I'm interested in and stands out and is unique and has potential to be good, okay? So that's why I always teach people, get good at learning what a bad product is. And I'm like, what we're talking about, something like this, like a food processor by KitchenAid. KitchenAid is a huge brand, You're not gonna waste your time, click on that and look through that. No, there's no point in doing that. You already know that there's a big brand in there. You don't wanna compete against that. And it's a commodity product like a food processor. This goes the same when you see anything like a air fryer toaster oven. Like, you don't want to do an air fryer toaster oven. There's so many competitors out there and so much saturation in there as well. Like, we can click on it and we can search up air fryer. And if we pull up the numbers, we'll see that there's incredible revenue, so much money being made. millions, 3 million per month, 5 million per month, or I'm sorry, 500,000 per month, 600,000 per month, great, fantastic. The market's huge. It has a lot of money being made in it, but look at your competition. You got competitors who have 6,000 reviews, thousands of reviews, and there's so many, and there's not many people with low reviews that are doing really well. So you have to really think, how are you gonna actually compete against people like this who have so much reputation already, and you're coming in with no reviews, Like, it's very unlikely that you're gonna actually be able to take a piece of the pie and do well with it. And so this is like an automatic, just like, no, I'm not gonna go into that because I already know it is competitive. Same thing when you go into like bed sheets or like freaking anything cup related, a cup or plates, knives, whatever, utensils, very basic products, Those are gonna always be very saturating and competitive, especially when you know that there's already a big brand in there. You gotta remember, people go on Amazon knowing that there's already big brands on there that they will prefer to buy that first before buying anything else. So always keep that in mind. But let's go back and take a look at the product that I actually found. Okay, so the product I actually found was this hair removal. I clicked on it, right? And so here it is now. And I took IPL hair remover, and then I brought it up here. So this is the product, right? This is the product, it's a hair remover, whatever. And we're just gonna go over the surface level of product research. I'm not gonna go deep down into it because that's what I keep for my students. And of course, shameless plug, I do have a mentorship down below to teach people how to sell on Amazon if they wanna actually start an Amazon business. And I built it because I wish I had a better mentor growing up, and I want to be a good mentor to my students. So if you're interested, link in bio, or I'm sorry, link in the description, that's what it is. So when we pull up the numbers, this is what we're seeing. And I organize it, the revenue from high to low, because I want to see all the top selling products. And then I go down and I remove all the sponsored ads because they're paying to be up there. So they're not organically being making sales from there. And then I kind of go through and make sure like the products are all the same, or they at least function the same and have the same purpose. And then if we look at this, crazy. So it's $1 million market, $1.7 million market. And look how balanced this market is. 200,000, 150, 140, 130, goes to 90, 60, 50, 40. There's a lot of balance in this market. There's not just one person doing like $1 million and it just drops down to like $20,000 to the next person who's the second best seller. It gradually makes its way down. So that tells me that there's room for a new seller to come in and take a piece of the pie because it's much more dispersed evenly, okay? So, but we're not gonna be even focusing on these high numbers. What we wanna see is, let's look at the review count. The review count is basically what gives us an indication of competition level. If there's a bunch in the hundreds and in the thousands, then it's a red flag. It's pretty competitive. It's hard to beat them. But look at this. So we have this person, 131 reviews, $94,000 per month. 114 with $90,000 per month. 93, 97, look at this. Crazy. And we go down further, $30,000 range, still making a killing, okay? This is crazy. And the price range is really good. It's $100. So most likely higher ticket items like this have higher profit margin. So you might have like a 50% profit margin, 40% profit margin. So you might have something that's, 40 for per sale you might get $40 profit. I don't know exactly. I haven't done further research on this, but this is a potential product right here. And I only spent 30 minutes and I found it directly on HELIUM 10, okay? This is literally a $1 million market right here. And I found it. And I'm showing this to you guys because this beauty product is not in my category or niche of products that I sell. And also, it is an electric product, so I'm not really too fond of electric products. I don't really like to do them personally. You could do it yourself if you like to. It's just not my taste, but it has a lot of potential right here for anyone who does want to do it. And I'm not saying stay away from this, stay away from that. No, it's just what your preference is. And personally for me, I don't really like to do an electronic product like this. I don't know if there's patents. I don't know if there's anything else, any restrictions. This is just surface level. You guys got to go deeper and figure out if this is the right product for you. and also any other product that you find. You want to do your due diligence and do your research and make sure you know the ins and outs of the product and you understand it, okay? So this is just to show you guys that it is possible. And if you have a higher budget and you have a budget in like the $10,000 range, and at least $10,000, I think this probably could work for you because it's a higher ticket item. So if you have, you got deep pockets, this might work for you, okay? So this is exactly what I'm talking about. There is potential. You just have to actually keep looking, put in the time, put in the work, practice your eye, practice your brain in understanding what's a good product, what's a bad product, and start filtering, getting better at filtering things, and then you'll be able to see. And another big thing is on Helium 10 Black Box, be sure you play around with these, this criteria or these numbers, whatever you want to call it, but play around with these, okay? Change the numbers, put random numbers. Go 5,000 to 25,000, go 10,000 to 15,000, go 50,000 to 70,000. Play around with the parameters, play around with different categories, take your time into this, but put in the work to do it. Change the review count. Now, this is just Helium 10, okay? Just straight off Helium 10, but remember, you can go down the rabbit hole and find more products by clicking on like the seller's account, like say sold by V Beauty. You can look at what other products they're selling to see if they have, other potential products you can find. This person doesn't, but this is what I'm talking about. I always think of Helium 10 as a tool, as a starting point. It's just a starting point for you to go down the rabbit hole and find other potential products. It's not only a place for where you're gonna actually find your potential product. It can be that, but it's also just a starting point. So remember that, guys, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informative to you, and I hope it gave you a different mindset about product research and how to actually go about it, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I will catch you guys in the next one. And be sure to check the link in the description for Helium 10. And also if you'd like to enroll into my mentorship program as well, where I'm very personal and in-depth with my students. So go ahead, check that out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Go make that money. God bless. Peace.